ABC, put down number one Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can manage. I tell you a life, 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 a life. Oh, get right, a life, a life, a life, a life, a life, a life, a life. Rub down, down, down.
Hey, good afternoon and welcome. This is a semi-final number 1 of season 3 of our weekly Alive Bible Challenge ABC. Now in this round, the only the winner will move on to the final round of this year's competition. Hey, I am Sarah Ann Edwards Miller, your quiz master for today. We are live on Facebook and we're also live on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Now we begin this afternoon's match with our icebreaker challenge, where both challengers are given 1 minute to introduce themselves and their church in a creative jingle, which can either be in the form of a DJ, song, or dub poetry. In this segment, challengers can attain a maximum of 5 points, and the decision is left entirely up to our judge. Points awarded are carried forward. And we begin with Akeem. Akeem, go right ahead.
All right. Let me just get ready. I don't know if you're hearing the rhythm.
Yes, we're hearing it.
All right. Good afternoon, Jamaica. Good afternoon, world. All right. Semi-finals we reach now, so make we break the ice. My name is Akeem Gordon, man on fire for Christ. I am from PDM, so you know we bring the vibes. With Jesus as my guide and heading for the top. Press on up your radio, ABC. Down on my church, them call me AG. Ordained as a pastor, 1 of 3. I'm serving the Lord as He want me to be. Hey, you think a pastor, it's stop? No, we're full of skills and we're weird enough at down. Data analyst, budding apologist, level linguistics, biblical physicist, homiletician, mathematician, and me here to fulfill Christ's mission. Bible challenge. Semi-finals we reach now, so make we break the ice. My name is Akeem Gordon, rep for Jesus Christ. I am from PDM, so you know we bring the vibes.
All right, thank you so much, Akeem, for that icebreaker challenge. It's now time for Shanice's icebreaker challenge. Go right ahead, Shanice.
Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. A time for know if I really love Jesus. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. A time for know if I really love Jesus. Pastor Caris, my leader. They can't hear the word without a preacher. Location, 105 Care Police Road downstairs, right in the plaza. Praise Deliverance Ministry. That's the church from Praise God will be. What is it profit a man to gain the whole lose him soul? Me know you. What does it profit a man to gain the world, lose him soul? Me know you can't tell me. Satan get the eye. Me no longer a slave to fear, ask Timothy. I'm gonna preach God only. Me try to live my life. Me I try to live my life as how Christ is holy. Him tell me come boldly. Cause sin now, I know say sin now go control me. Shut up, devil, boldly, cause with God by my side, you can't come touch me. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. A time for know if I really love Jesus. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel, kingdom change. Spread the gospel.
All right, thank you so much, Shanice and Akeem. Let's now get into the match, and we kick things off with segment 2 dubbed How Much Do You Know? In this segment, general Bible knowledge questions will be thrown open to both challengers alternately over a 4-minute time period. Challengers will be given 5 seconds to answer each question. If the question goes without an answer, the next challenger will maximize on the opportunity to answer. Each correct response will be awarded 1 point. And we begin with Akeem. Akeem, how old was Noah when the flood waters came upon the earth?
600.
Correct. Shanice, how old was Noah when the flood waters were dried up from the earth?
500.
Incorrect. 601. Akeem, multiple choice. Thessalonians 5:19 exhorts us not to put out the spirits. A. Life. B. Fire. C. Will. D. Power.
Fire.
Correct. Shanice, multiple choice. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 20 exhorts us not to treat prophecies with A. Mercy. B. Patience. C. Contempt. D. Without careful consideration.
Without careful consideration.
Incorrect. Contempt. C. According to Akeem. According to James 2, verse 8, what is the royal law found in Scripture?
So the royal law says that we are to love our neighbors as we love ourselves.
Correct. Shanice, what is considered by James as a restless evil full of deadly poison?
The tongue.
Correct. Akeem, in which book of the prophets can the following be found? Son of man, set your face against the mountains of Israel.
Jeremiah?
Incorrect. Ezekiel. Shanice, what was the name of Joel's father?
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
Pethuel.
Correct. Still with you, Akeem. True or false? The Lord rained manna and hail from heaven to feed the children of Israel in the desert.
False.
Correct. Shanice, true or false? The water of Marah was so sweet the Israelites could not drink it.
False.
Correct. It was bitter. Akeem, which of these prophets was the herdsman of Tekoa? Multiple choice. A. Gideon. B. Joel. C. Amos. D. Haggai.
C. Amos.
Correct. Shanice, multiple choice. Which prophet had a wife by the name of Gomer? A. Jonah. B. Zephaniah. C. Nahum. D. Hosea.
Hosea.
Correct. Akeem, according to Revelation 22, how many types of fruit did the tree of life seen by John bear?
12.
Correct. Shanice, what were the leaves of the tree of life for, according to Revelation 22, verse 3?
Wisdom.
Incorrect. The healing of the nations. Akeem, according to Proverbs 22, verse 1, a good name is rather to be chosen than A. Diamonds. B. Silver and gold. C. Gold and land. D. Great riches. Akeem? Akeem, I'm not sure what happened to Akeem. I believe he's having some internet challenges. Hey, this is Love 101 FM, the family station. You are inside the Alive Bible Challenge ABC 3.0, and we're trying to connect back with Akeem. All right, Akeem. Akeem?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So your question is, what was the name of Herod's brother mentioned in Luke 3?
Philip.
Correct. Shanice, we have to end with you. What shall become straight according to Luke 3, verse 5?
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
Crooked road.
That's correct. And with that, we have come to the end of segment 2, dubbed How Much Do You Know? We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Bible eloquence. Hey, are you ready? Are you ready? ABC.
What are the benefits of simplified CDD for consumers? Simplified CDD, or simplified customer due diligence, means that it is easier and faster and more convenient for customers that are assessed as low risk for money laundering to open their accounts. This financial literacy tip was brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy.
Blue Ribbon rice means consistent quality. It's sodium free, cholesterol free, and fat free. Add the consistent quality of Blue Ribbon rice to your meal today. Distributed by TK's Grant Distributors Limited.
Don't miss Youth Sounds every Wednesday at 4:32, a program prepared by youth, presented by youth, and brought to you by the Jamaica Baptist Union. Listen as youth discuss topical issues that affect them, given their perspective, guided by the Word. That's Youth Sounds every Wednesday at 4:32 on the family station Love 101. Youth Sounds.
Around, you never let me go.
Welcome back. And at this time, we'll hear from our judge, Fabian Bernard.
All right. Good afternoon, Radio Land. Good afternoon, Akeem and Shanice. All right. So we are at the semifinals. Congrats to both of you for making it this far. Akeem, really loved your presentation. You really stepped up the game. I mean, we're at the semifinals and you're proving that the information was on point, creativity was good. I mean, the latter part of your presentation, you sort of dropped the ball, but I gave you 4 out of 5. Shanice, you're always good at, coming up with nice ways to do what you do. However, at this stage of the competition, the information shared, I really wish you had, done more. And so your presentation was not bad. I gave you 2 out of 5. All the best.
And the scores of the match so far, we have challenger Akeem Gordon on 12 points and challenger Shanice Senior on 5 points. With that said, it's now time for the segment called Catch Me If You Can. This segment has to do with speed and accuracy. Each player gets the opportunity to distance themselves from their opponent. General Bible questions will be asked to both participants over 2 separate 1-minute time segments and a 1-minute bonus from the book they were given to study. In this round, each question is worth 2 points. Remember, this is a speed challenge. So if you don't know the answer, it is always best to pass. And we begin again with Akeem. Akeem, your first minute begins right now. True or false? Elisha was jeered by youths and called a bald head according to 2 Kings 2.
True.
Correct. Which prophet said these words? The Lord said to me, go show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another.
Hosea.
Correct. What does Paul say they do not do according to 2 Corinthians 6:3 so that their ministry is not discredited?
Put a stumbling block in anyone's way.
Correct. Who brought bread and meat to Elijah while he was hiding from Ahab?
Raven.
Correct. What should the one who is spiritual do for the one who is overtaken in fault?
Restore such a one in spirit of meekness.
Correct. What animals are like the people who follow the Lord?
Sheep.
Correct. Yes, there's a one-time appointment with death. But what comes next?
Judgment.
Correct. Whose name means because I asked him of the Lord?
Timothy.
Incorrect. Samuel, when Jesus reached to a particular spot in the garden, he said, sit ye here while I pray. Where was this?
The Garden of Gethsemane.
Correct. What were the characteristics of the pool place called Bethsaida? Bethesda. Right. That's correct. Judge, the bell came first. Shanice, your first minute begins now. True or false? Eve means the mother of all living things.
True.
Correct. Why does Cain kill his brother Abel?
Because his sacrifice was greater.
That's correct. How did God first appear to Moses?
In a burning bush.
Correct. How does Jacob steal his brother Esau's inheritance rights?
Pass.
Trickery and with a pot of stew. What event triggered the division of Israel into two kingdoms?
Pass.
Rehoboam wanted the tribe of Judah to split from the 12 tribes. This woman was Ruth's sister-in-law.
Pass.
Orpah, why did the prophet Nathan rebuke David?
Pass.
David committed adultery with Bathsheba. What did David bring to Jerusalem to bless the religious city?
Pass.
The Ark of the Covenant. What would dogs do to Jezebel?
Pass.
Eat her. And that's the end of your first minute, Shanice. It's now time for Akeem's second minute. Akeem, true or false? Methuselah is the seventh generation from Adam.
True.
Correct. Which centurion from Caesarea was regarded as devout and God-fearing?
Cornelius.
Correct. Who first passed the wounded man in the parable of the Good Samaritan?
The priest.
Correct. 70. And how many more sons did Gideon have?
10.
Correct. Get up and walk after stating who Paul healed at Lystra.
A crippled man.
Correct. The men of Gibeah did what to the Levites' concubine?
They slayed her, killed her.
Correct. Apart from the sun and the moon, what else did God make on the fourth day of creation?
The stars.
Correct. How many tribes was Jeroboam promised he would reign over?
10.
Correct. In St. John 6:48, Jesus referred to himself as what?
The bread of life.
Correct. In Judges 9, what did the bramble want the trees to consider?
Could you repeat?
In Judges 9, what did the bramble want the trees to consider?
The strength of
Incorrect. That would have been anoint him king. Shanice, it's time for your second minute. True or false? Enosh is the fifth generation from Adam.
False.
Correct. After his father was murdered, he became king of Judah at 16 years old. What was his name?
Pass.
Uzziah. According to 2 Chronicles 26:6, Uzziah broke down the walls of these three Philistine cities. Name the cities.
Pass.
Gath, Jabneh, and Ashdod. What led to Uzziah's downfall?
Pass.
Pride. In which psalm can the following be found? O Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
Pass.
Psalm 8, according to Ezekiel 33:7, who was made a watchman for Israel?
David.
Incorrect. Ezekiel, fill in the blank. Sing to the Lord a new song and his blank in the assembly of the saints, according to Psalm 149, verse 1.
Praises.
Correct. True or false? According to Psalm 154, that's 150, verse 4, says we are to praise him with the wind instruments and flute.
False.
Correct. Looking for a wife for Isaac. And no time for that. It's now time for our bonus minute segment. Both challengers have prepared for this minute from the book of Ezra. We begin again with Akeem. Akeem, Ezra was the son of who?
Uriah.
Correct. Name the king who took the articles of the house of the Lord from Jerusalem and placed them in the temple of his gods.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Correct. Fill in the blank. King Cyrus also brought all the articles of the house of the Lord, which Nebuchadnezzar had taken from Jerusalem and put in the blank of his gods.
Temple of his God.
Correct. That's correct. When the children of Israel were in the cities, how did they gather together?
As one man to Jerusalem.
Correct. The governor told them that they were not to partake of the most holy food until there should be a feast to consult who?
Urim and Thummim.
Correct. In Ezra, it gives a very precise tally of the company that arrived at Jerusalem. What accompanying group is listed at the end of verse 65?
That would be 200 singing men and 200 singing women.
Repeat that?
200 singing men and women.
Correct. What was to be brought from Lebanon to see? And no time for that. Shanice, it's time for your bonus minute. When the builders laid the foundation of the temple of the Lord, how did the priests and Levites praise the Lord?
With cymbals and pass.
They set the priests in their apparel with trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, with cymbals. What did the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin hear that the descendants of the captivity were doing?
They were building the house of the Lord.
Correct. True or false? Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the heads of the fathers' houses of Israel told the adversaries that they may help rebuild the house of the Lord.
False.
Correct. In what language was the letter written to Artaxerxes, wrote, and translated in?
Syrian.
Correct. The work of the house of the God, or house of God, at Jerusalem ceased and was discounted until when?
The second year of Darius.
Correct. Fill in the blank. And Cyrus, king of Persia, brought them out by the hand of Merethath the blank.
The treasurer.
Correct. What was Shimshai's job?
He was a scribe.
Correct. And at this time, we have come to the end of segment 3 called Catch Me If You Can. We'll take a quick break and return with the scores and the final segment. This is Love 101 FM, the family station.
This is your Gatorade moment. The extra energy, push, fuel you need to take every day to the next level. Fluids to hydrate, electrolytes to replenish, and carbohydrates to fuel. The greats never settle. Fuel your day with Gatorade, the greatest sports fuel of all time. Now available in 1 liter.
Wayne, you know Flo Yardan Road now faster than ever?
Yeah, my brethren just get it.
Him love it, though.
Especially the 200 megabit speed and getting a Samsung tablet or phone for $999 plus GCT. You know you got the phone?
So, you coming home now?
Right after I pass the board.
There's never been a better time to get the invaluable value of Flow Yardan Road. Sign up and get fiber fast internet at home, unlimited social, YouTube, talk and text with just $4,999 plus GCT. And save big on a Samsung phone or a tablet. Conditions apply.
Welcome back. And the scores in the match so far, we have challenger Akeem Gordon on 58 points and challenger Shanice Senior on 29 points. On that note, we move into our final segment called Home Stretch. Both challengers have prepared for this segment from the book of Ezra. The outcome of this round will come down to the challenger who's hungry for the win. Questions will be asked alternately over a 4-minute time period. Each correct answer is worth 2 points, and incorrect answers will come at a cost of 2 points. Therefore, if you are not sure of the answer, it is always best to pass to the other challenger. Let's go, Akeem. Whose prophecy did Cyrus, king of Persia, fulfill in issuing a proclamation to rebuild the temple?
Jeremiah.
Correct. Shanice, what did Cyrus bring forth that Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of Jerusalem? Shanice? And that's time for you, Shanice. Akeem, would you like to try?
Repeat the question.
What did Cyrus bring forth that Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of Jerusalem?
It will be the vessels of the house of the Lord.
Correct. Still with you, Akeem. Who was the first person named as one who went out of captivity?
Zerubbabel.
Correct. Shanice, what was the approximate size of the congregation that went out of captivity?
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
Could you repeat the question?
What was the approximate size of the congregation that went out of captivity?
50,000.
Correct. Still with you, Akeem. What was the first thing that Jeshua and Zerubbabel built?
That would be an altar of God.
Correct. Shanice, what did the old men do who had seen the first temple?
They wept.
That's correct. Akeem, what king issued a decree that the Jews cease working until another commandment was given from him?
Artaxerxes.
Correct. Shanice, who inspired the Jews to start building again?
Up to prophets.
Judge, that's Haggai and Zechariah. Akeem, to whom did Tadnai send a letter regarding the progress of the work?
That would be Darius.
Correct. Shanice, how was the cost of rebuilding to be paid?
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
Could you repeat the question?
How was the cost of rebuilding to be paid?
Out of the king's treasury.
That's correct. Akeem, still with you. What was the prayer request of Darius?
He requested prayer over the king and prayer of the king's son. Prayer of his son.
That
king, but yeah.
that's incorrect.
Pray for the life of the king and pray for his
Wrong answer came first. For the life of the king and of his sons. Now, Shanice, what did Darius order to happen to anyone who altered his edict? Name one of the order.
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
Repeat the question, sorry.
What did Darius order to happen to anyone who altered his edict? Name one of the order.
That person will be hung. Or they'll be hung. So timber will be pulled down from their house and they'll hung them on it.
That's correct. Still with you, Akeem. What did Darius order to happen to anyone who altered his edict? Name another.
Oh, another.
Yes.
So after hanging, also the house will be made of donkey.
Correct. Shanice, of whom was Ezra a descendant?
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
Aaron.
Correct. Akeem, still with you. Name one thing that Ezra did to prepare his heart to do.
To do the law of the Lord.
Correct. Shanice, name one other thing that Ezra did to prepare his heart to do.
To teach statutes.
That's correct. Akeem, who sent a letter authorizing supplies and materials to be given to Ezra for the house of God?
Artaxerxes.
Correct. Shanice, what did Ezra proclaim at the river of Ahava?
Pass.
Akeem, would you like to try?
He proclaimed a fast.
The judge will decide on that. I believe the bell came first. And with that, we have come to the end of today's match. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the final scores.
Sometimes all we need is a listening ear. The listening ear, the counseling, the logical reasoning, and spiritual guidance are what appeal to us. That's why I'm here. I'm Dr. Joan Pinkney, the counselor, your counselor on Love 101 FM, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 10 to 11 p.m. You know you can call on me. I will listen and more. So let's talk about what's bothering you. Anything. Tune in, listen, call in, text or voice message. I'm Dr. Joan Pinkney, counseling psychologist, ready with a listening ear. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 10 to 11 p.m. Right here on the family station, Love 101 FM.
Man on man, what are some ways you can be ready at all times to spread the gospel with a lost and dying brother in 2023? Join our hosts Kevin Bailey and Courtney Morrison this Wednesday, January 18 at 5:30 p.m. for another episode of The Mailbox as they explore On a Mission, the evangelically ready man with special guest the Reverend Osborne Bailey, author of Evangelism Resharpening the Edge of the Church's Evangelistic Sword. Listener man, you cannot afford to miss this conversation and an opportunity to be challenged. The Mailbox this Wednesday, January 18 at 5:30 p.m. with host Kevin Bailey and Courtney Morrison right here on the family station, Love 101. The Mailbox is sponsored by Fosrich Company Limited, your electrical, solar, and lighting people. Monday. Like a storm, a 19 from him born. Which part?
Welcome back, and the final scores in this week's ABC matchup is drum roll. Akeem on 74 points and Shanice on 35. That said, congratulations to Akeem and very well played, Shanice. Now, as usual, we allow you guys to give your shout out, and starting with Akeem. Akeem, go right ahead and give your shout outs.
All right, I'd like to thank God for this victory. I'd like to thank God for the opportunity to be participating in this Bible quiz. He has really graced us for such a time to be able to participate. I just want to give him all the glory. I'd like to thank Shanice for being a good participant, a good challenger, for enduring, a good running mate, as it will, because we're from the same church. So big up Praise Deliverance Ministry, and big up to our lead pastor, all of leadership, with the known as the Lodge. I want to say shout out to all who have been supporting us, the young adults, the youth, everybody, family, friends, just stop on the stairs. See you guys in the final.
All right. Thank you, Akeem. And it's now on to Shanice.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to tell everyone at Love 101 thank you for the Alive Bible Challenge. I like the program. Also, I'd like to say thanks to those who are listening at our home church, Praise Deliverance Ministry, the members, the leaders, supporting friends and family. And yeah, it doesn't stop here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And thank you both for participating. Hey, this is Love 101 FM, the family station. Now, Akeem will move on to the finals of the competition. This is Love 101 FM, the family station. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.